Hello everyone, welcome back to Camila Teaches Cambridge US History. So today we're back with another video. Today we're going to be talking about chapter 2.4, and the overreaching question of this chapter is how successful was Reconstruction? So we're going to backtrack again to the beginning of Reconstruction, which was set in 1865 to 1867. That's when it was early Reconstruction, and Republican rule begins here. So after the Civil War, the Republican Party, especially the radicals in Congress, took control of the Reconstruction policy. Their aim was to rebuild the South and support freedmen, and Southern states were required to now abide by these new rules like the 13th Amendment, and they had to give rights to freedmen by building new government. A very important thing to note about this era was the carpetbaggers and the scalawags. So the carpetbaggers were Northerners who moved to the South for political or economic gain, while scalawags were white Southern Republicans, and they gained power in Southern states alongside newly freed Black people. At this time, economic reconstruction started, but it was very limited because little land was given to the freed slaves. Then in 1867 to 1870, this time was height of Reconstruction for Black people. And under the Reconstruction Act of 1867 and the military oversight, new Southern state constitutions were written. African American men gained the right to vote and hold office. Many Black American politicians were elected to state legislature and a few to Congress, which was a very important thing at that time. The 14th Amendment and the 15th Amendment were passed and ratified, but although all of this, corruption became a very big issue in some Republican governments. So to backtrack, from 1865 at the beginning of Reconstruction to the 1870s, the economic situation for freed slaves was very tricky. Most freed slaves received very little land after they were freed, and sharecropping became widespread. Freed men farmed on white land and gave a large share of the crop as rent, and this often led to debt and poverty within that community, and Black economic opportunities was very limited. Throughout the Reconstruction period, the Ku Klux Klan, or the KKK, and other white supremacist groups used terror, whippings, and murder to stop Black people from voting and to destroy Republican government, which was extremely sad and terrible to see at that time, especially for the freedmen that are just trying to build a life with the new rights that they were given. And from 1867 to 1877, the decline for Reconstruction began to happen. President Ulysses S. Grant, he tried to support Reconstruction, but forced scandals and growing Northern fatigue started to appear, and there was a lot of lack of Northern support because they were just trying to move on and take care of their own business. Also, Republican feuds, which were internal fighting, weakened the party immensely, and by 1876 to the 77, the end of Reconstruction began to take place. The 1876 election was extremely close and disputed, and this is where the Compromise of 1877 emerged from, and this was basically that if Rutherford B. Hayes, he was a representative, was declared president, in return, federal troops were withdrawn from the South. This officially ended Reconstruction, but something terrible started to appear in the southern states. After 1877, after the election, the South redeemed. Southern Democrat quickly took full control of southern state government, and segregation was quickly introduced and strengthened. And these were early Jim Crow laws. Jim Crow laws, we will be expanding that a lot more in chapter 3. Alongside segregation, Black voting rights were suppressed by violence, poll taxes, literary tests, and white supremacy was unfortunately restored in southern states. And that is all for this lesson for today. It's a very short lesson. I think this is one of the shortest videos I've made, but I think now that we're done with Reconstruction and we're moving to the Gilded Age and the Progressive Era, we're gonna start seeing a lot of economic growth. So I'm very excited to cover that with you guys. Thank you so much for sticking with me. We are going to do so great in the exam. My exam is in literally like 3 days. Comment down below when your exam is.
I want to say thank you for everyone who has been supporting me. I have gotten a few comments and likes and everything, and it just literally fills my heart because this was a project for my US history class, and seeing that it's actually benefiting some people, it truly, truly warms my heart. So thank you for everyone.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit post notifications so you never miss a video. And yeah, bye guys.